Yarny friends, this is Stephanie with Stephanie's Yarn Escape. Thank you for joining me today for episode number 53. This is a crochet podcast where I take you on my Yarny adventure in hopes that you find some sort of inspiration. So grab your favorite beverage, prop those feet up because you absolutely deserve to, and enjoy what I have to share. So it's been a busy couple weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I posted my last episode. Working basically on the same things. I do have one new project that I have going. I have one finished object. Hint, hint. So yes, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Some exciting things. I also recently discovered, it kind of hit me, that it's mid-November and I have some plans for December as far as my channel goes that I wanted to do. Me and Christy have some plans going as well too. So it's going to be busy. So I need to be focusing a lot on some of that prep work. I have some things that I'm working on behind the scenes that you guys haven't seen yet, but you'll see in December, I promise. So yes. Far as whips though, I've showed us the past couple of episodes is my Let It Snow blanket. I started at the beginning of the year, and then it went to the back burner for a little bit for me to work on some other projects, and then I finally brought it out of the darkness, and I've been wanting to work on it. I want to have it done very soon. If I will, I'm not sure, but here is where I was last time I showed you guys where the stitch marker is. So I'm getting there, so I have to finish off this row here. And then I got to do another section of this black and gray above that. And then this top section's done. And then I got to do the same for the bottom. So, and of course, weave in on my ends. But it's I love it. It's a very nice blanket. So, I want to be able to complete this more sooner than later. Like, I want it done by the end of 2021. So, yes. The yarn I'm using for that, and I didn't grab the pattern. The pattern's from Annie's magazine from the Christmas one last year. I substituted the yarn. They have a super bulky yarn, but I didn't. I substituted the yarn. So it's smaller than what the pattern had called for. I'm using Big Twist Classic. It's 100% acrylic. There's 690 yards. And this one's a very sad skein, but it should get me to the end here. And then I have black and then white. So those three colors are making up that gorgeous blanket there. I really enjoy working on that blanket. I'm really liking that yarn too. It's so soft. I'm not a huge bulky person. I like bulky yarn. I like 5 bulky, not 6 bulky. More, yeah. 4 and below is mostly what I like to use. But I will use 5 bulky, and Big Twist Classic is one of my favorites. I wish they have a lot of colors on Joann's website. I haven't checked in a while, but I wish they had like some reds, because I would love to do like a red plaid blanket, red and black plaid blanket with that yarn. I think that would be so cozy. So I don't know, maybe someday, but last I checked they didn't have any reds, but that's okay. What else am I working on? Well, Attack of the Amigurumi 2021 for this month is Oh Dear, and that includes deer or reindeer. And I shared with you guys that I was going to make 2 in 2 different colors. I don't know what's happening here. I got a combination of things. I was working on 2 in 2 different colors. Well, I've been solely focusing on 1. So what I did the month that I did the goat for Down on the Farm, I made 2 different colors. And so what I did is when I finished one part, I grabbed the other color and did the same part. And they were both done about the same time, and I assembled them together, like at the same time. And that's what I was going to do this month for the deer. I was going to do 2 different colors, but I decided, like I discovered, we're, you know, in November here, and I got a lot of prep work I want to do for December for my channel. So I decided to dial back a little bit and just make one. Not try and be too much of an overachiever, I guess, but that's okay. So I'm doing this cookie dough pattern by Katie Dids. This is a paid for pattern on Etsy. I love a lot of her patterns. I did a bat pattern last month. She has some really cute things. The yarn I'm using is this Caron 1 pound in the color pale green. And this skein holds 812 yards. And it's 100% acrylic. It's a 4 medium. I've had it in my stash, so that's what I'm trying to do with this amigurumi, is dig through some of my stash to make some of these amigurumis. I have quite a bit of progress. Before I had just a little, like, semi-flat piece for the head. Well, the head is done. There's no face. It's just the shape of the head. I got 2 ears done. And then I am working on the body now. So, not too far yet, but it's getting there. That's the body, and then I'll have the arms and the snout and the antlers, and it didn't seem like much at first until I just rattled off all the parts. So, and we're mid-November. Got to get working on it. Hoping to have it done. I was going to make one in this gray color in the Caron 1 pound as well, and that's the medium gray. But like I said, I decided to take a little bit off my plate so I can be prepared for December. So yeah, it's getting there. One part at a time. I'm enjoying it. I love the Attack of the Amigurumi 2021 so much that I'm doing another one in 2022. I initially created the challenge not only for myself but for everybody because I never liked working on amigurumi. I was very frustrated with it, and I wanted to master my amigurumi skills. I'm the person that's always trying to learn new things, expand my knowledge, the whole 9 yards. Sorry, I'm just trying to stuff everything back in the bag. This is my amigurumi bag, and I have both skeins of yarn in here. My mom made me this, and this is my amigurumi bag. But anyways, so I created the challenge for to better perfect my amigurumi skills. I'm always trying to learn new things and perfect other skills. So the different themes for every month. There's not enough months in the year for all the different theme ideas I have. I'm enjoying it. I'm getting good feedback that other people are enjoying the challenge. So it's going to go on to 2022. So basically for the challenge, you have to create an amigurumi in that month's theme to be entered into a drawing to win that month's prize. And if you've entered in every single month, I'm going to do a big grand prize drawing. And that'll be in January. I'll do that with a whole bunch of goodies. So if you just joined me this year and you're enjoying the challenge or you want to participate in the challenge, no fear. You got next year to do it as well too. So yeah, you can always get started next year and try and enter every single month for that grand prize. So this month's prize is this Yarn Bee Comfy Cozy. And these 2 colors of natural and mustard. I thought those 2 looked cute together. It's 75% polyamide, 25% polyester. It's a 2 fine, and there's 508 yards. I can't talk today. 508 yards in each one of these. So, and I'm going to be adding a stitch marker. I haven't added one yet. So, there will be a stitch marker on there. I just got to make some, I think. I think I'm out. I think that's the problem. I'm out. Another thing to add to my to-do list. That's okay. What else have I been working on? Well, I started a new project. So I finished the muted rainbow baby blanket. Last episode I showed that to you guys. Was it last episode? I think so, yes. And I had another request that she knew it was going to be on hold for a little bit because I had some other projects in mind. I have this order I'm working on now and one more order, and that's all I have for orders. They're all large projects, so they all know that's going to take some time. So this one is for a coworker of mine. She is currently pregnant, and she's due in December, and she loves manatees. This is her second baby. She loves manatees, and she saw this baby blanket. She sent me the picture. It was the blanket for sale, not a pattern. So she sent me a screenshot of it and said, hey, can you make me this? And I said, yes, of course. So the initial pattern was a granny square blanket with an applique of a manatee. So upon digging, I found the manatee applique pattern. There's no way I could recreate that, I'll be honest with you, on my own. That would be tricky. That's skills I don't know about. So thankfully I found the pattern for the manatee applique. I don't have a picture to show you guys. It's all screenshots on my phone. So we took the picture, and I got some matching yarn for it. And then I asked her some questions of what she wanted. She did not want the granny square style. The picture that she sent me was the granny square. It was folded. So I only saw a small section because on display was the manatee applique in the corner. So I just basically deciphered everything from that picture. And I asked her some questions, what she wanted. She didn't want the granny square style, but she wanted the colors for the most part, but she wanted it striped. Okay, so I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and which I probably should do a yarn enhancing video, but I'm going to show you guys today because that's all I bought was the yarn for this blanket. So right now this project is housed in this gorgeous bag that Karen sent me for my birthday in October, and it has the holes. I have my yarn coming out the hole. So gorgeous bag. Love, love, love. So here is my sketch work of the blanket. So I took my daughter's color pencils because then I was like, I have these colors and I need to stripe them in a way that I think would be cute, that she would like. So that's where this is my design for this blanket, and some math work on the back. I was working on this for a little bit last evening, trying to get it just right. Know my stitch count, how many rows I want to go, so I know how many rows to make these striping colors. When I first initially started thinking about it, I laid the yarn on the table and I was like, oh, this should be easy. I'm just going to go with it. But I was like, well, I don't want to just go with it. I want to stripe it, but then I got to make sure I have, that's how I work. Because I'm a person that likes to get all their ducks in a row. So I'm like, okay, we got to get the paper out. We got to get some color pencils out. These aren't the colors, but it's the clothes I had on hand. I didn't feel like digging through all my daughter's markers and crayons and color pencils. So just the gist of it. Got everything labeled, everything calculated out. My stitch count, hook, everything. So this is the start of it. And this beautiful minty green. I'll share the yarn here in a minute. So, and I already have 2 ends to weave in because there was a knot in the yarn. Gotta love those, right? So, the pattern I'm using is actually from Katydids. No, I lied. It's not from Katydids. I don't know how to talk today. I don't know what's going on. It is from Daisy Farm Crafts. I did this stitch pattern before in a different blanket. So I liked it. It made it nice and squishy, but not too heavy. It is a single crochet, half double crochet. The pattern's free on her blog. I'll be sure to link it down below, the pattern I used. So yeah, this is the start of it. Very easy. The yarn I'm using and this is what I purchased yesterday as well too, is I love this yarn. Of course, because I recently am discovering my love for this yarn, that of course I was going to go to it. And when I was standing in the store looking at the picture that my friend sent me, trying to match colors, these colors matched very well. So, I love this yarn, and this is called Glacier. It's a 4 medium, 100% acrylic, 355 yards. So I got 2 of these. The other one is through my little hole in my bag, so I'm not going to pull it out. The other color is going to be sea blue. And there's going to be some white. And this color here is Rosy Cheeks. So this is going to make up the main colors of the blanket. I think it's gorgeous. Now these Rosy Cheeks, this pink color, initially wasn't in the blanket. Instead they had like a taupish, tannish color. And I asked, when I sent her the picture, she said she didn't want that brown color in the blanket. She wanted something. So in the manatee applique, there's like a little coral reef that's pink. She said, can we pull in some of that pink into the blanket? Absolutely. So that's how this come into play. So these colors here, I bought 3 of these whites because you can never have too much. And I also bought, now this isn't going to be in the blanket. This is called mid-green. This is part of the applique. And I'll be using some gray that I have on hand, some white. And I think there is like a off-white color in that applique as well too. So I'll share it with you guys when I get to that part, the applique. I don't have a picture. But the applique itself is paid for. It's like $1 something for the pattern for the applique. So yes, I'm loving these colors. I just can't, I was just using the picture going through Hobby Lobby, and I'm like trying to match, and then I look down, I'm like, oh, those are very pretty together. So I sent her a couple options of different shades of the pinks and the greens, and this is the one she wanted. Love it. So I can't wait to see the progress of this, because I put more work into it than I usually do. Well, I shouldn't say that. I was very inspired by the colors I've never done this before. Usually I just fly by the seat of my pants when it comes to striping things or, doing these baby blankets. But I was just so inspired by these colors that it turned into this. So this is my pattern for that. And we're going to run with that and see what comes of it. But yes, very, very excited about it. I can't wait to see the other colors come into play onto this in this blanket. So she's doing right after Christmas if she doesn't go beforehand. She doesn't care if I have it done before the baby comes. But I would like to. If not, then I'll see her after the baby's born. I can always give it to her. I kind of want to surprise her with a manatee lovey. So I'm going to put a call out for some help here. I can't find a pattern for a manatee lovey. I found patterns for manatees. But upon thinking about it, like, how do you make a manatee into a lovey? I'm not sure. Well, one option I thought of was making a manatee and then doing the hairpinger lovey, where you could just slide the lovey or the little blanket onto the manatee. I guess I could do that. That would probably be my best option. That's probably what I'll do. I'm going to surprise her with that. And then I'm hoping to have a little hat to match as well too. So many, many plans, so little time. That's okay. But yeah, what else? Well, let's talk about my finished object. This is my latest design. So I finally finished it. I have the pattern all written up. I'm very excited about it. Yes, I have a call out to pattern testers, my list of pattern testers now, to see who wants to test it. And we're in that phase now. So once it's tested and done, we are going to release this pattern. I'm hoping before Christmas to release it. I'm just not sure. We'll see. But anyways, I'm very, very excited about this. I don't know what to say about it. I never thought that I would be designing, and I think I've told you guys this before, but I'm finding a true passion for it. I'm very excited. I'm ready to start designing my next one. I think I'm going to, because I have so many ideas, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get started on it while this one's out testing. I've said in the past I want to do a series of 5 scarves, and then I want to do a blanket series. So the inspiration I'm getting from designing is, I just can't believe it. Like, I've always found inspiration from different things when it comes to my crocheting stuff. For designing though, it's a whole different kind of inspiration that I'm feeling, and I'm loving it. Do I get frustrated? Absolutely. This one here, I had envisioned quite some time ago. Basically, when I first started thinking about designing, I had envisioned it, but this is pretty much what I saw in my brain, okay? How do I recreate this? It's just so much, it's lacy. Like, what stitches do I need? Like, I don't know what happened. I've tried and tried and tried so many times to recreate this. It just wasn't working. The yarn also inspired me even more to create it. Like I said, I envisioned this scarf a long time ago. I just didn't know how to go about it. And then all of a sudden my hands were doing the work, and then this was born. So this is called, what do I call it? Over the Rainbow. So yes. One of you guys had commented, I said in my last video, what should I name this? And I believe it was Deb Gray, correct me if I'm wrong, said Over the Rainbow. And I was like, this is it. Yeah, I'm truly excited. I just love the passion that I'm feeling for designing. I want to keep going. I even found inspiration when I had a baby shower last weekend, and I was at Walmart purchasing some things, and I found inspiration from, what was it? I think it was decorative paper. I found inspiration, and I hurry up. I have this notes thing on my phone, and I hurried up. I got a vision for a blanket similar to that with the colors and the prettiness of it. I was like, oh geez. I took a picture of the paper and I put it in my notes, my ideas that I wanted to do for that blanket. And I was like, I mean, just by walking through Walmart, I was feeling inspired by a color and a little picture that I saw. And I was like, okay, we can recreate this into a blanket. And so hopefully you guys see that. Yes. So I'm enjoying the designing aspect of this Yarny journey that I'm on. And I truly appreciate all the support. So hopefully this is out before Christmas. Let me show you what I used for the yarn. This is my design bag, okay? It is packed full. I'm moving some things around here because I gotta set it in front of me. This is packed full. So not only do I have the yarn that I was using for this, I have yarn for 2 more scarves in here that I want to use because of the inspiration I was feeling. ready for the next 2 designs. I just gotta get them worked on. So the yarn I used for this is this cream cotton. These colors that I used were a limited time only. You can still purchase this yarn. You don't need a lot. As far the gray is the most, but it's lacy work. I just dropped that. It's lace work, so even of the gray, you don't need much, but that's when you use most of. So you can use any 4 medium weight yarn that you want. If you want to go smaller, you can too, I'm sure. But I have the pattern design for 4 medium. And as far as these rainbows go, literally I use 3 different colors, and that's the only time and I rotated them. So this is the gray. I think it was stone clay. That's the gray. I do have a new sample piece going for this pattern too. I'm trying to get that yarn out of my way. This is Rose Sands. So this is a 4 medium, 87% cotton, 13% nylon. And typically I don't use cotton a whole lot. I do use cotton, just not a whole lot in garments. So this is a first for me. What inspired me was the colors. The colors is what did it for me. And so I didn't care what kind of yarn it was. I liked the colors. And then this is Golden Cream. Try not to lose these so I know what colors they are. And this is Dusty Rose. So there are 324 yards in one of these, and I can make at least 2 more scarves out of these 4. At least, because this is the most I use, and there's still quite a bit here. It's a little bit floppier, but at least 2 more scarves out of this. So with this scarf, and I love things that I can, because I've bought in patterns in the past, and you like what you see as far as their color workup and stuff like that, but you always don't have that exact colors in your stash. So I like designing things that you can change in so many different ways. Will it always be like that? I'm not sure. But as far as this goes, like, this could be a stash buster. I mean, so many ways you can go about this. So you can have each rainbow a different color. You can have a rainbow of color. You can have this a color, this a new color. You can have it all one color. You can have a gray and a white and do all your rainbows the same color. I mean, just crazy what you can do. There's so many different ways you can do this, and I love that about patterns, is being able to make it the same pattern multiple different ways, and they all look unique in their own way just by changing out colors. So very lightweight, so nothing heavy. This is more of a decorative, this one here per se, this is more of a decorative infinity scarf. You can make them warmer with a more woolier yarn to help you, to help keep you warmer. So the other in the pattern, this is a intermediate pattern. I labeled it because of the lace work. That's why I labeled it as intermediate. But in my mind, it's still fairly easy. It works up super fast. So I included in the pattern some tutorial pictures. So that's my first time for that. It's only my second pattern. So, but I created a sample piece for my pictures. And this time I'm using some Caron Simply Soft, which is one of my favorites. So here's the start of the sample piece. Look at that, it's so cute. And that's what I'm saying, like you can just use so many different color combos with this. It's just crazy. So this is Karen's Simply Soft, and this is Off-White. I think I'm attached to her. Yeah, Off-White. And then so far I've used Strawberry. It's not a full skein, so it's a little Strawberry. And Light Country Peach. And one I haven't had in the scarf yet is some Chartreuse. So these 4 colors are going to go into my next part of that. I'm very excited to see how this works up as well too. This is not going to be a priority to finish this, but I did it. I started it for the tutorial pictures. I did a second item for my first pattern. I haven't finished it yet, and I would like to finish this as well too, but like I said before, it's mid-November and there's so many things to do, and I'm ready to start my next design. So I don't know why I do what I do sometimes, because I just keep adding to my list, but that's okay. We're getting through day by day, right? So yes, that's the start of that. Very excited. So the Karen Simply Soft, it's a 4 medium, 100% acrylic. It's a light medium, and there's 315 yards on one of these, and it's not going to take much. So, and yeah. And that, just taking those 2 out is half my bag. So I got 2 more designs in here. So, and this is another bag my mama made me. I keep using the same ones. I have some other ones with other projects in it that I need to get out sometime soon. But anyways, one more thing before we go is I want to put, let me get this packed up because I don't know why I must do that now, but I do. Oh, let me show you guys one more thing. Sorry, this is a scattered kind of episode. I think they've been more and more like that lately. Probably. But here is the front of the pattern. Very, very excited. This scarf is actually taken right behind me. Hanging, I have one of these hooks hanging. And so, yes, I thought it was a perfect spot for that picture. And yeah, it's once I print it out and look at it, I'm like, this is coming true. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So yeah. I also want to put out there, I have a handful of Yarny friends that are my escape peeps. And what's it mean to be an escape peep? Well, that means that you are added into my email list as a group called Escape Peeps. And then once I have a pattern that needs tested, I send out a mass email saying I'm ready for some testers. Those people, if they decide they want to partake in this test on that particular design, they send me an email back saying I want to do it, and then I send them the pattern. They test it, send some feedback to me. I'm looking for some more escape peeps. I have like I said, a handful of people I think I want to add to that, simply because I want to get more and more into designing. So I don't want to overwhelm my escape peeps. So I want to expand that. And if you're interested, excuse me, if you're interested, send me an email. That information is down below. Send me an email. So what you'll do is you'll send me an email, and I'll send back the information of what it means to be an escape peep. And if you agree to it, then I add you to my list. And whenever I have a new pattern out, or that needs tested, I send a mass email out. And I don't expect all my escape peeps to all be available at once. So like I said, it's mid-November, Christmas is coming, the holidays are coming, busy, busy, busy. So when I send a mass email out, I want you to be able to have the time to do it, not feel the pressure, enjoy the process, So if you are already too busy, don't respond to the email. If you look at the pattern and it's not something you're interested in, don't respond to the email. If it's something, sorry, my cat's like kicking a light. If it's something that you are interested in, then send me an email back saying that you want to partake. I give lots of lead time for my testers. So I just sent the email out yesterday. So if you are interested and you're interested in testing this one, let me know when you email me. The deadline for this one is December 18th. Like I said, I want to try and get it out by Christmas. Let me know in that email that you are interested in testing this one as well too. So once I have enough testers that I need for a particular pattern, I'll send another mass email out saying I no longer need testers. And then you just wait for the next one. I think I covered all the bases. Oh, also, anytime as an escape peep, you're working on the pattern and you run into an issue, email me, message me, whatever. So what else? There's something else I'm missing. All honest feedback, spelling corrections, whatever you see, or if you see a stitch in the pattern that you think might work better, give it all to me. I may not take all ideas, but I take all into consideration. Also, when you're testing, I would like pictures of your test. Clear, uncluttered pictures, because I may use your picture as for the listing on Etsy for the pattern, because my patterns do go on Etsy. I'm going to look into Ravelry as well too. I haven't got that far. That's something I'm going to look into next year. I'm not going to put it on my plate next year. So yeah, I include some testers, pictures in the listing, and just to give those that are purchasing the pattern some other inspirational ideas as how they can work up the pattern. So yeah, that's what it means to be an escape peep. So if you're interested, I would like a handful more escape peeps. Send me an email, send me a message down below. Send me your email. Send me an email. Let me know that you are interested. And then I'll send, like I said, I'll send you an email with all the details, and then we can go from there. And if you're interested in this one, let me know. So I'm not full on this one yet as of now when I'm talking. I don't have the capacity that I need for this. I think I'm done babbling. So yeah, very, very excited. Like I said, I think I know what I want to do for the second one. There's 2 more ideas that I need to get out for designs. I need to get worked up. Now the hard part is deciding which one to do first. And so when I started this one, I had 3 ideas. This is one of them. And I just didn't know what to do first. But once I saw this yarn, I'm like, yep, we're doing this one. So very, very excited. So I think that's all I have to share. It was a lot today. A lot of babbling. Thanks for hanging in there with me. All right. So I think that's all I have for now. So until next time, remember to keep that yarn running through those fingers, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.